Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the RTA map. I like to call it Rivertown Advance. We're playing as the green player out of the 5th position. This map with obviously the unique quirk of, regardless of blizzards, always having that 1-point cross through in the middle of the board, similar to the Blackbeard's Wrath map, except each side of that 1-point hold is very, very strong if you're able to fully grab any one particular side. Trying to balance the map here and myself so I'm not overlapping anything. We've got a couple options here. It's going to depend on where the white player goes, I think. We've got this 1-point hold of the +3 on the left-hand side, but not a lot of material over there. We've got the middle bonus here, and I was wondering, yeah, if white goes there, I didn't really want to cap directly next to him because he's taking this 1-point hold here. So we're just going to hope for a left side snowball opportunity off of this spot, I believe. Maybe white misuses troops because somebody caps behind him or something, and then we're able to scoop his cap. But that white cap going to be the strongest spot on the board. Blue goes back here. Don't love that. White also had the 1-point opportunity hold over an almost equally sized amount of troops here in Court District and Northwatch. So opted not to take that. Probably would have forced blue to go somewhere else as well. So let's see how we can make this cookie crumble here early. We don't see any of red's actions, but they seemingly were quite conservative on that first turn. We don't see black either, and we don't see pink. We do see white and blue. Say pink is capped behind white, and then white goes there. Well, maybe we've got the opportunity for white to sack into somebody's cap and then scoop the cap for ourselves. We don't actually see any of his troop distribution here. Looks like he's placed a couple, leaves 3 on capital there, so likely not going to be rolling that, and probably not going to be taking a bonus here yet as well. He does have a decent play, actually, for that roads bonus there, because of the way these blizzards are oriented. Only has to hold it on 2 separate points. It looks like pink's playing back here, though. That could cause some problems for the white player long term. Now, my question for myself here... Do I go for this right away? Probably not. I could actually potentially snake through this bonus here. So what I'm going to do, we're going to try to roll this 2-on-1 first. But I'm going to put these troops here. I might try to take the +4 aggressively. I'm going to try to slow roll this, see if there's a cap. We don't get lucky enough. All right. Well, in that case, we'll find out if there's a cap by going this way. There is no cap there. This will be a 6 on cap. I'm going to roll blue out of this spot as well. And we get an 8 back on our cap. I actually like the way I executed that. I didn't think I would have good enough positioning to go for my actual bonus. I do lock my cap off, which isn't the best thing. We're actually going to see blue going for a different position than where he is oriented here. Although he does have enough troops. He might have started back here in the corner on Gale with like a 3 and then got 8 troops. Does that make sense? 3, 11, 9, 8, 7. Technically with perfect dice, that does make sense. I'm surprised he wouldn't continue and try to finish this bonus up here. I guess doesn't necessarily have the best vision on the back there. We're hoping we don't get broken by red here. But if we are scot-free from red... we'll have a chance. Red is actually on the right-hand side. All right, so red, white, and pink over on the right. Red will capture this bonus. Actually waits. He does not go for the bonus capture. Wants to keep his capital nice and defended. We do not see the black player. But given that blue went in here, it might just be me and blue holding left side here. So red does not take the bonus. We'll likely go for it next turn off of this 2. Drops his 5 troops there. Go boom, boom. Take the bonus. And have at least the 7 troops on capital there that we saw. White, on the other hand, no bonus either. I wonder if black is capped behind the white player. Or we'll see white capture the bonus on this next turn. Again, white's cap, best cap on the board. Do have to be a little bit concerned about that. With pink on the right-hand side, I also think it might be in our best interest to remove some of pink. So I don't want to scare off white into thinking I'm holding this bonus. White attacks down there. If this remains, this does not remain a 5. I was going to say, if that remains a 5, I might have enough troops generated on my turn to pull off some degree of aggression. But Rivertown Advance, fun map. We're playing the Progressive Capitals meta settings, as you can see. Let me bop myself out of view real quick. Progressive cards, balance, plus dice, no rank restrictions, alliances, and portals are on. Fog and Blizzards are off. Playing as a green player out of the 5th position. And let's pop me back in here. Clicking the wrong thing. There we go. We don't see what Pink does. Pink has not held his bonus yet. I am going to knock Pink out of here. And then depending on how much I can bring back over here, we'll bring 4 back. So I'm going to try to go for this. Leave 4 uncapped there as well. Got a lot of black back here. 5 on 2. Almost got him out of there. Blue doesn't actually have the bonus in here. I thought he took the bonus. Maybe he started here, checked, saw a cap. I don't know. I think we get broken by white on this next turn. I just hope not in both spots. That was kind of my hope. And this was, again, I didn't know why blue didn't take this before, but it's very possible he doesn't have this territory back here. Also, interesting split. I don't get... maybe somebody took this and then blue split back to try to retake. I don't really understand blue's MO here. I don't get the impression he's very good. We're going to see red exactly play off the 2, take me out. Loses 1. Doesn't matter. Has this bonus back here. But I think we've removed red from the left-hand side. We're close to removing pink. We've got black back here. We'll have him out of here on this next turn. He either opens the cap or we just remove the material, and we'll be holding that +3. I don't anticipate white allowing me to hold the bridge. I think he will take that for himself. It's just whether or not he breaks me in Merchant District, right? I've locked my cap off, so I have to be a little bit careful about card blocks here. White does have the +5, so I think it's very, very likely that he breaks me here. Just gotta hope he doesn't keep going. That's enough to want to keep going. I don't think he breaks me with a +2, though. I think he just wanted this material out of here. I can trust that enough. It was either get pink and get the material out of here, or... wow, pink actually commits over here. That's concerning. Maybe he comes and tries to take the blue cap. And breaks blue out of here. Or, no, he's going to hit blue up here. What is pink doing? He has that bonus on the right-hand side, committed everything in here. I don't love that. I'm leaving the 8 here as kind of a protection. I don't go re-break white. I don't get anything out of that. But if white breaks me here, I've now got this bonus and the play to go make a play. Cap is still defended. Because white might aggress me, right? He's got the +5. Blue smokes through that. We're not surprised by that play at all. Does he go to try to fully clear pink out of here? I would not. You saw what pink just did. He hit a bunch of your material. I'm really surprised that blue would not completely remove him from that position. But we absolutely do not want to leave pink on this side of the board. We see how weak blue is. We can eventually win that battle and then put pressure on white, assuming we have enough cards to do so. Because these players that are behind white on the other side are going to be problematic for him, hopefully, over time. Although he can continue to get cards off of them. So the black player, I believe, is on the right-hand side. Cannot verify that. I do know pink and red are over there. And red held his bonus on this turn. White gets 14. Obviously could break me, could hit my 8, could aggress me. We're just kind of banking on that not happening here. Got to put a little bit of trust into the middle player. I've got 1, 2, 3 cards before we hit the cap. So I don't really want to hit blue until I'm ready to do that. Although, taking blue's cap on this turn would be a pretty solid play. I'd love it if white just attacked up here. White aggresses me. Kind of knew that one would come. I'll leave pink here for now then. That's a very frustrating play by white, and I know he's got the leverage to be able to do that. I'm going to sit here again with the troops, because if he comes off here and breaks me again, you know, maybe he sacks into this, and then I go sit in front of him. Blue's going to take the bonus now. This is the one downside of this, right, is I wanted to make a play onto blue. The benefit is blue is eventually going to work with me, hopefully. The downside is white probably continues breaking me. And his name is Ben the Bot, so, I mean, it makes sense that he'd act like a bot. And I also want to make it abundantly clear, it is a frustrating play. It is not the wrong play for white to do this, right? I could have capped directly next to him, and I may have gotten turn 1 sacked into. I had a 3 here, so I would have had a 6 versus a 5. He gets 5 extra troops, 10 on 6. Maybe he doesn't have a great hold. That would have been the smarter cap. I was trying to play for an expansion type play. The issue for white, though, is that he's holding 12 troops off cap here, and now all of those players on the right-hand side all have bonuses. There's a means to break red. Black actually card skips there. I think that's a little strange. I don't know that that's inherently worth it. Stop breaking me, bro. Stop it. Like, all he's doing is angering me, and I'm eventually going to sit in front of him and force him to hit the opponents on the other side. Once the trades are high enough, I'm just going to hold a block on him. And I'll trade with blue. I don't know if blue will allow me to do that, but it's a little bit dangerous for white to continue doing this, in my opinion. I will not be card skipping. Blue gets 7. He's cleared out every... Actually, oh, there's still something. Blue's still got something back in this corner up here on Northwatch Barracks there. But it's interesting. I don't know how this is going to play out, right? White, again, the plays white's making, I want to make it clear, I would be doing the same thing. There's no reason not to do this. But the issue is being the middle player, eventually somebody is going to win the right-hand side, and they're going to be forced into you. Can you keep them back and the player on the left-hand side? That's the one downside of the middle, is you kind of have to be the aggressor towards one side, but you don't want to be that aggressor, in my opinion, you don't want to be that aggressor until that side only has one player left. So I don't think he should, I think he should actually be playing passive, stacking up, and prepping himself to take out the winner of me and blue over here. And instead, he's actively getting involved by picking on me. He's getting 13. Yeah, he's been getting 13. Almost certainly just breaks me again. I've kind of accepted that. At this point, it's just cards to take. I do think we need to knock pink out of... Or actually, I don't want to even knock pink out of here because I don't think that does anything for me. Maybe he'll open blue. I don't know. It's going to hit me out of there and break me down low. Lost a troop. No, he actually does not break me. So he hit me up top. All because I left a 3 here? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not going to think too deeply on it. I don't want to open his big stack up again, though. I'd actually rather open blue's cap to get blue involved over here. So I think we're just going to hit off of our 20 up into blue, open blue's cap, and then dump everything I get on my own capital in this turn. Just for safety, right? My cap's not well defended, and once the trades are past that first cycle, it's certainly very dangerous. We are going to trade for Gold Avenue. That'll get an extra 2 troops in the middle here. Now we got a 34 cap, much safer than before. And blue has a 9 capital, which is not very strong. I'm actually going to put this down here. I don't know if white's going to bother breaking a 5. I'd rather not risk it. Blue is getting 9 now. That makes plenty of sense. And he will trade in here. The question is, how aggressive does blue get, right? Because I mentioned the whole idea of 29 troops here. He might come open my capital. I've been intentionally passive towards blue. Only 9 troops on capital, mind you. He might actually keep the 28 there. He pulls... Oof. I don't have a trade in. He has no troops on cap, though. The blue player has no troops on capital. Now, we know there's a blue territory here in the pocket on Riverboat Quay. But if blue gets to 4 cards here, I actually think we hit off the 18 and we fortify back to cap in the hopes that blue opens me and then does not retreat, and we get him on 4. But that's a very, very bold play by blue to leave completely everything off of cap. I personally don't like that, but that's okay. Obviously could get card blocked here on this next turn as well if I pull these troops back, but I think it's worth it to see if he hits me. So we hit over and drop back. You know, we'll be on 4 cards regardless. The chances of us having a set on 4 is pretty high. Not 100%, but pretty high. Also, let me boost this up here. Maybe we can get a thumbnail in the middle of the board. I'm surprised I'm able to move it this far. This map gives you a lot. Look at how far I can get it. And then, not that we need to look at top right like that, but all right. 30 stack there. Pink is actually in there, which is interesting. Open the 30 stack. White knows that this is here, by the way, so white might go for the blue kill as well. Pink took his cards in here. Pink only getting 8, black 10, red 9 still. He's going to go in here. He's not going to open me. White might block me on this next turn. I do have that trade on 4, as I mentioned. And blue splits here. Does he clear pink out of this bonus? No. So I'm unsure if white took his card here on the last turn, if he had material in here to take a card, or if he's doing it on the right-hand side now. But we've opened up his 30 stack. Blue split here, but does not open me. So we're going to hit pink here for a card unless we don't have the opportunity to get a card, in which case, bummer. And this is the downside of this cap spot. I mean, 2-point card block is not ideal. White attacks out. Does he break me? He might hit. No, he doesn't. All right, he sits in front of me. So I don't have a card. As mentioned, I said this was a possibility. Problem is, just going to trade in and hit you. Left this in the way. It's a bummer, but didn't want to have to do that. Waste of his troops, too. I mean, he sat in the way. He didn't need to keep the stack there. And I get it. Again, it's the right play. Card blocking me. This early in the game, definitely want to do that. And I'll probably be blocked on this next turn. I probably should have kept the 20 troops over here, but I did not do that. We took out... I mean, we got pretty good dice on that, right? Only lost 16 on a 30. Does blue move those back to cap, or does he sit here? He does actually bring that back to cap. That's interesting. I almost think it's certain that white will come hit my 20 stack back, but maybe he doesn't appropriately leave the block. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm going to have to leave troops off cap on this next turn, though. Which is a shame, because I wanted to hit blue, but white sat in front of me. And it's the right play. I've said it from the start that it's the right play. He's on 5 cards, so I didn't want to leave troops in front of him in his bonus. Red is setting in and being aggressive here. This could be a hit on pink. Somebody has 2 capitals. He may have cleared pink out of here, which if white's aware that he can take the pink kill here, he probably takes the pink kill here. Very aggressive play by red, but maybe, just maybe, we get lucky enough that black has enough troops stacked on white to be able to eliminate white. I don't think he's going to. And black sets early because he card skipped, and I don't really know why he card skipped, especially now that you are trading early. White's going to get a very high trade here unless black eliminates him. Okay, black has 3 caps on the right-hand side. So the question here becomes, when black eliminates red, does white go for black instead of me? Or pink, for that matter. Because pink could still have a trade on 3, right? We know this is the end of pink over here, but is the white player aware of that? He's down to 10. Is his retaliation? Because otherwise black's going to be at his back with red dead. Black, yeah, white goes for black. Does he have enough pathing to take all of this out? Black doesn't trade off of that because I think he thought he would be able to get pink over here. This could be the game right here. White might win this here if he's able to properly path out this black elimination. We should see the caps drop to 2 and then back up to 3. And then all the way up to 4, right? But he's got to have the timing. He just discovered a capital that I think he's rolling now. And if pink does not trade, there's a world here where we get lucky enough that pink does not trade, but opens my 20, giving me pathing into blue. And I don't know, pink hasn't left. I feel like you would bot if you didn't have a trade, or if you did have a trade. You wouldn't bot if you didn't have a trade. That's what I'm trying to say. Do we see this dump here? Now attack down. Attack down. Come on. Yes. Open my 63. Yes. Oh my god, I'm going to get blue and pink. I'm going to get blue and pink here. Oh my god, this was the luckiest exchange ever that red and black both made those moves. I obviously kill pink first here. It'll set me either way. And this way we give blue a little bit of a higher placement here. Because he deserved it. I'm so glad I didn't remove that pink material. White is on 3 cards. Black's on 5. Blue is on 5. We will double trade off of blue here. Gotta hope that he hasn't been, that he still exists on the other side of the, or does not exist on the other side of the board, rather. I am just going to hit everything here. I will defend the capital after this turn. Do not want slider error on a player on 5 cards. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a double elim with a double trade. I'm going to leave 20 on both capital, both caps, and then we're going to put everything else in the middle. So defend your caps a little bit. And then prep for them. That was perfect, man. I'm so glad I chose to leave pink over here because I had the opportunity to remove him. I thought about it because of the aggression that he put into blue, but then white tried blocking me, wasting 30 troops, which I think made it so he didn't have enough to kill black after black's maneuver. And now white's going to be stuck, I think, between a rock and a hard place here with black's trade-in. If he's got a trade-in of his own, yeah, he just took this. He just took this cap in the middle. Which could be bad if black's got enough material here, right? But black has 4 capitals. He has this middle cap. He does trade off of white. I have a set on 3, though. So he had to exhaust material on this play. I trade on 3 here no matter what. And we see if maybe we can cap run. We assume black's cap is right here. He gets the white kill. How much does he have here? 68 troops. He's going to try to cap run, I think. I think he's going to trade here and try for the cap run. Or he puts these troops behind. Fortifies back. We're in a weird predicament. How much was that trade for? 62 troops. I trade now for 65. We have 29. I think I can get the capital. Slider this bad boy. As long as we have 120 left after this, we should be okay. 141 on 140. Not 100%. Oh boy, that's big. The 20 comes up. He could have a trade here. I think I need to break everything though. I need to leave myself with some cards here. I'm going to leave 55 should be enough. It's not enough if I don't get the cap. Trade on 3. I tried a 6 on 3. It failed. 61% roll that was. I needed to bring the 20s up. He could theoretically roll this with a trade and be okay. But he opts not to do it. Why would you not put these troops on cap? You live if you put the troops on cap. Oh, good game, buddy. That was bad luck, man. I didn't split off. I should have known that this was his entire investment. I thought he would have kept troops back there. I will fully admit, big misplay on my part there. But he didn't have a trade on 3. So we still win. I shouldn't have even messed with the timer. I should have brought my 20 troops forward. He gets 14 plus a 70 trade. 84 on 55 in the middle. Very unlucky odds. And I think you will, in that case, will only take the middle. You won't be able to clear me out of these other spots on the right-hand side, especially like the 7 or 8 cap here. I don't think you'll have enough to withstand 29 troops plus whatever else I'm able to bring over there. But solid game by my opponents. A stroke of luck for sure, guys. I obviously didn't pick the best cap in the world. White, in the middle position, you absolutely have to prioritize cap security. And he didn't really do that. I think he would have absolutely... those 30 troops on cap would have been able to take out black for sure. Very impressive elimination by black on white. I was very, very impressed that he was able to get that off. I do believe the smarter play, obviously you can't bank on me having a trade or not. I think the more potent play from this player would have been, and potentially would have withstood the, it would have withstood my trade-in on his capital, is if he traded that trade-in that he got off of white. If he put it on a 68 and attacked me, you've got attacker's advantage against the 100 stack. You likely are left with about 40 or so troops. And then if you break at least 2 or 3 of these bonuses, I'm down to probably only 20 a turn. I get 20 plus a 65 trade. We got 85 troops on your 40. I maybe take it, but I'm not going to be able to break everything. You have a chance to win. Tough spot for black to be in. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.